Cyberman, get down!
It begins with an email from Stephen Moffat saying, I know you've said you are too busy to ever write another Doctor Who episode, but would you like to make the Cybermen scarier? Ah, yes I do. Yes I do, I will. The starting point really for the Cybermen, for me, was looking around and noticing how much technology changes. My phone now does not look like my phone 6 years ago. I started thinking about the clanky steampunk Cybermen we've been dealing with for a while. I thought, well, what would the new ones be like? I thought, well, for a start, they probably wouldn't clank anymore. I loved the idea of taking the faces back a bit to some of the 60s faces, which were a little more implacable. Cybermats. They've been around for a very, very long time. How can I improve Cybermats? I thought Cybermites. They're down to the size of silverfish. They can cluster together. They can act as spies. They can beam information back. I thought that one is brilliant. And the idea that the Cybermites could actually take people over. I like that. Stephen Moffat's suggestion, which I loved. You can do something that will stop or damage a Cyberman, and they will sit there and figure out a workaround. And not only will they figure out a workaround, but they will then transmit that workaround to every other Cyberman. They are super soldiers. And the big trouble is, if I've got these unstoppable killer Cybermen, I at least need an army corps for them to go up against, because otherwise, what's impressive about an unstoppable bunch of Cybermen? But I still love the idea of doing the story almost like Zulu, where you have 1 million Cybermen from horizon to horizon, and you just have this tiny core of people trying desperately to stay alive. And the only problem with it was I had no idea what I was doing with the Doctor. And then I had an idea. So I emailed Stephen Moffat and I said, look, I have a mad idea. It's something that I wouldn't do for any other actor except Matt Smith, but I think Matt could pull it off. Could I have half of his brain taken over and have him be the cyber planner that he is playing his chess game with? Stephen said, go for it. And suddenly I had a story. It all now worked. It was all an absolute delight.